Good morning, laddies. My name is Chess, and welcome to the What If Zuko Had Every Devil Fruit Power. So, and yes, I am gonna use the his or the crazy guy's weapon that turns into an elephant as Zuko's weapon. Basically, in this what if. So, and Zuko is quirk. It does have a quirk, but it's weaker than anyone's. Can be passed down too. And whatever. So, and I'm also throwing in his sister, so just to let you know. So, yeah. And his own version of what her does. Like, basically, aka her own, fire and storm. Like, sun and storm. One. But I am naming it the Stormer, or Stormy, and Sunshine. So, yeah. Sunshine? So, yeah. So, let's begin with Deku and Zumi being born, and at age of 4, they went to a court doctor, and the court doctor was trying to make Zuko get separated, or he's like a comedian in this alternate timeline. So, yeah, and Inko didn't understand it. But so when he says, well, you're her son, or no, your daughter has a quirk, but your son doesn't have a quirk. But that's okay. As Inko was so nervous because her father, or no, her husband didn't want to find out that he's quirkless. So she decides to abandon him. Yeah. And his quirk is the Uno Reverso. It's basically like the quirks, but Zuko doesn't have a quirk, so it's useless. Have absolute no real side effects to it. Like, basically, it's supposed to be like if you have a quirk, it works opposite. Like, example, it would be uh, which one would be a good example? Oh, I know. Shiraki-san. Instead of like him using all five fingers to destroy things, it's the opposite. So like he will heal. Sorry. He will heal the wounds instead. So like, or make all the quirks that All For One has in his body totally opposite. So yeah. So it's basically a useless quirk against. So Zuko can tell that the doctor was lying, or like was just joking around. Um, as he goes, or now it's 15. So during that like 11 years, Earth, he basically he kind of has this like they or he has this power. So basically, one day he actually realized that he had multiple powers when he was like when he got up. When he was just relaxing from the like sand, or actually when he was waking up, um in cold sweat, but he realized it was not a cold sweat, it was just a cold, basically like frostbite all over his body, as he says. As he looks at the water, as when he touched it, he froze the entire water around him. Like, what the flippin'? As everyone looks at him like, dude, you froze the entire water. As he says, yeah. As he's trying to decide. And then he actually, when he looked down, they see his body transformed into magma. Like, basically, like he what you see on the screen. So, yeah. He basically, Zuku's, as they're like, you're kind of catching on fire, whoever you are. As he turns to look, as he tells them, "My name is Zuko." No. As he literally, when he punched the ground with his, or the water, it created all this steam that went up into the air. So yeah, as he trains more and more on his abilities. As his own, or so he flies around, like, so all that time he trained on his, like, abilities. Is this my quirk or no? The, as he stops his own sentence. As he knew what his quirk actually was. Opposite. So basically, it makes things go differently. And he turned around and he sees a elephant looking right at him out of nowhere. As it was the elephant sword that I told you about. He chose Zuko. As Zuko was like, okay. So, yeah. Now, 15 has, or no, all that time skipped to 15. And, alright. So yeah. He basically became like what he is in the anime. So he goes to UA. He ends up in the different classroom. They were and Rangirl and the, or actually he says, well, yeah, and guess who had, like, well, actually Tenya, Ida, I forgot to add his picture, gosh dang it, was talking to him about, like, so what's your quirk? Oh wait, Zuko? As he says, well, it's opposite. It's actually called opposite. I'm not kidding. If I gave it to someone, then quirks like yours, Tinya, you could go really fast, but with the opposite, you could go really slow. Oh, I see. So, basically, wait, so you can also be quirkless, right? Yes, but not powerless. What do you mean? Or it was during the robot thing. As the elephant tells him, as he says, one second. Calm down, sweet pea. There. As he's. You're okay. As. And when he flew, or everyone was like asking him, or like, he can't fly like that. So yeah, he basically flew all the way to UA. As some of them look at him like, man, he probably has a flying quirk. As Tenya was hanging out with him, as he says, dude, you're crazy. You're talking to a sword. Wow, Tenya. As ready, elephant? Elephant? As he whispers to it, as he says, ready? As he grabs it and he pulls it out. As they see this as the, and plus it was in the elephant thing, so it takes the form of the elephant and starts charging right at the 1 pointers, 2 pointers, 3 pointers. As they're like, what? So you're not crazy. You have what? You have the, as even though Chaco is looking at Zuko for having a elephant as a sword. Like, as some of the remaining ones was like, as Zuko says, if I was you, Tenya, I would stand back. The others. As they're like, okay, as they all, like all the students ran back to the, as Elephant went back into his slot thing, and he ended up punching the entire, like, rest of the city. He turned it into a magma city. Like, yeah, he could turn things into ice, fire, everything. So, yeah, when everyone saw that, they were like, holy crud. What's this guy's quirk? As Tenya tells him that his quirk is opposite, but I don't know what this power is. As Music Mike was like, okay, so as Zuko calms down. As yeah. Then a 0 pointer came as he says, huh, let's have some fun with it. It's just for fun. As he literally turned into that. And he says, yeah, bro, this is more manlier than anything in the world. As he's runs up and does this like 300% smash. Like basically, and because his fire and ice is active, it's very effective. So he's basically punching the 0 pointer with like fire and ice at the same time. And he used, when he used like firestorm, when he punched the air, as yeah, the 0 pointer stand no chance against someone with infinite Delphic powers. As when everyone saw him, they were shocked and terrified of this kid's power. Yeah. So, yeah. As yeah, so when he was going back to the thing, he was just closed his eyes and like has his hands behind his head, sleeping. And then All Might came out of nowhere. And he says, young man, you know it's not good for you to just lay out in the sun with no shade. As he says, huh, well, if you're here, if you are trying to, is that your way to, like, ask me to come with you? Or, yeah, All Might, yes. If you, like, trying to ask me about the everything, or like what's the desire thing, or my desire is to become a number one hero. Or become a pro hero, no matter what the number I choose. Or, eh? I'm more confident in myself. As he doesn't, as All Might looks at the Zuko when he's as yeah. So, because All Might tells Zuko to come with him, so he did to get questioned and all that stuff. Well, Zuko was basically a very honest person. And as he says, my quirk has always been opposite. I can pass it down to, it's like the quirk called One for All, how it passes down to like generation to generation. But he says when the downside to that quirk, or to mine, is everything's gonna be like totally opposite. Like, as a detective's like, what do you mean opposite to? Well, or whoever has like, if I gave it to someone with a decay quirk, it will be like, or actually when like Tinya's like speed quirk, it would become like slow quirk. As they're like, okay, so you're basically opposite. Yes. But see that I'm, other than the quirks, other than that quirk, then I have my abilities that aren't quirks. So basically, I have a powers of like every other power. Like I could fly, I could turn half my body into ice, and the other into magma or into flames. Everything. Okay, you're the line. I'm just... So, yeah. So then, I'm immortal, anyways. So yeah, Zuko was basically just trying to say, "Waffle." So, and what's the elephant on your as your sword? Or why is the elephant on your back? Oh, that's my sword. As a the sword wiggles. Now. Oh, you don't hurt the elephant's feelings. As they're like, yeah, okay. So yeah, Zuko was basically was very tired person. So yeah. So and next morning he goes to school and he became like as he he already meant, or he actually turned it into, like, or he actually asked the storm, the cloud thing, to make it rain, please, as it makes it rain, as he has it like lifts the entire half platform as he slides down on like a skateboard. As they're like, what the heck? Why is it so rainy? As then it dawns on them. It must be Zuko's, or it must be like something to do with his power. As they see him sliding all the way to UA. Hey, like everyone from town sees him sliding. I mean, like on a surfboard or something. He slid right up to the UA and he snaps his fingers as it becomes all clear as sunny. As the cloud literally went up to him as he says, "Good boy." Okay? As the cloud, yeah, they were first they saw him, yeah, and I'm skipping the ball throw. So Zuko is in class 1A. He's a top student. Bakugo even like sees him as like was like, you're not quirkless, so but Zuko, but you have these amazing abilities. So what is like a quirk? Well, that's easy, Bakugo. It's opposite. Like literally, like it's not better than yours. It's pretty weak to me, to my eyes. As Bakugo's like, well, you submit it, but your powers are insane. What is it? I call them fruit. Angel fruit, that's what I call it. Or angels. Earnhan's powers. So yeah, they couldn't believe it. And now I'm skipping the ball throw, heroes versus villains, and or actually during the USJ, Dooku, who actually, when the Nomu was like, okay, done. I'm sorry. So, yeah, he basically was like, rapid fire! As he shoots the flaming bullets at the every villain, and they don't have. So yeah, as a Nomu comes in to attack him, but he says perfect as he grabs all or like the Nomu's shadow, cuts it, and it died. And yeah, as he keeps it inside. So yeah, they saw how cruel that was, and as a no or as Shiraki-sen says, "You killed my Nomu. How dare you?" As he runs right towards Zuko Midoriya. As Zuko dodges his like decay, as he when he activated his quirk thing on and like literally made a copy to give to Shiraki-sen, as he says, "Huh, if you're so bad at it, go ahead." Zuko, no, as he sorry about that. Sorry about that. The mom came in. So yes, the she so the Shiraki-sen says, "All right," as he actually or Zuko had a bruise on his shoulder. It was black and blue, but he doesn't show it to others. But he knows it's there. So when Shiraki-sen touched him, like, wait, what's going on? Why is my quirk not activated? Oh, it is activated. See, my quirk is opposite, so I gave you a copy of it. So your quirk, instead of decays, it like heals. So he shows the wound, like his black and blue, as it heals by itself. So they're like, as Shiraki-sen says, "Wait, what? You can turn other people's quirks into the opposite quirks?" But now you probably need to use it on yourself. The reason why is because my punch, as his body starts to heat up, as he punched the Nomu, or he punched Shiraki-sen with enough force to kill a normal human. As he used ice to freeze him in place. So yeah, then as they're like, "You had us worried, Zuko." Well, so then at the sports festival, like the race one, Zuko basically used the elephant and sword elephant because no, actually he flew all the way. Plus it's not like the normal helicopter thing, like what he is, but it like he basically flew all the way, like done, as he goes all the way to the finish line in about 0.1%. Yeah, basically, like, he broke the world record again. So, yeah. Then he says, huh. As they know that don't mess with as the Zuko when he is, as it was so uneven, they even asked Zuko if he could go by himself. As he says, sure. As he has like a 1 million headband, and he used ice to literally froze everyone in place. And like, he grabs everyone's headband and like, instant win. Yes. So yeah. As Todoroki can't believe or heave that, or everyone, all of them couldn't believe that Zuko turns them into popsicles. And yeah, the sun, that kind of like what you saw before. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So, trying to zoom in. Okay, that one actually heated, like melted the entire stadium, the entire ice thing. As yeah, he basically, sorry, he basically won, like straight up wins, and Zucker wins all around. So, and then the fight one, Goku oh, I haven't showed you this ability yet. As Zuko tells the flippin' brain dude. As he... Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I just had it a minute ago. It was... I was trying to look for that. Oh, here it is. So, yeah. He basically said room as it activates. And they're like, what's this power do? Let me show you. As he says here, catch. As he throws the... Or he had a... As he throws... As he can says... In this room that I cast, I can allow... It allows me to... like, gain... like, control of what the... Or, like, change body parts around. As he... Like, he used his blade arms. He sliced the person's head. Like, he literally, like, turned him, like, and he's still alive. As he puts his head on his left or right arm. I can't tell on this side. The one that has his hand up. So yeah, he basically, and if he makes like a freak show. As they're like, what? You can like mess up body parts? Yep. I can also turn it back though. Don't worry. As he puts it back on to his normal limbs without any harm to a person. As yeah. Now I'm skipping the internships and sports festival. Or no, I meant Camp Park. During the raid art, Zuko was the one that got captured, and then the all for one's like, ha ha ha. Let's say All Might versus All for One. As Zuko's like, as All Might was down on one knee, as he's not bowing, it was pretty bad wounds. As All for One used the charge up Omega laser to his palm, as he shoots but Zuko stepped in the way and created like a barrier. As he says, huh, now you're really. As All for One says, I see. You can. As Zuko says, huh. Usually I don't get mad at someone says that to him. Or says that to me. But are you All for One? You're really starting to. As Zuko was basically, he's using both sides of his power. Fire, or like magma, and ice. At the same time. Basically, at the same time, as well as he's using strings to like create thousands of clones, and they're using, or he's using all of it, as there was nothing left of All for One. Even the elephant in Sword agrees, as he came out and he literally cut the All for One into bacon bits. Yeah. Stabs him, and then he becomes, or no, Zuko becomes like that. And yeah. Yeah. So I'm skipping the overhaul fight and the ball throw. I forgot. No, dodgeball. So yeah. So Zuko, his mother Inko that saw his hour, she asked Zumi to go grab Zuko and bring him over. And yeah, they did. And so Inko, who was like, because Zuko knew that she abandoned him because she thought he was quirkless, but he didn't hold it against her, as he tells her that or Mom, I don't hold anything against you, right? It was a simple mistake. We all make mistakes, as I knew that he was joking around. My quirk is actually opposite. As Inko couldn't believe that. Well, that's pretty useless but for you, well, I could turn my sister's fire breath into the ice breath if I wanted to. But that's not all. All my manly abilities, and I forgot to introduce one more member to be in our family. You see the sword on my back? Yeah. This is elephant. This is fun. Elephant. Or elephant. As even Inko is confused, like, wait, what do you mean? I don't understand. Ready to come out? Yes. As he pulls the sword out, as he shows it, as it became an elephant. As they're like, what the heck? Zuko, how is that sword, or how is that elephant in the size of a sword? That doesn't make any logical sense. Remember, this is a new species one. Or this is the rare species of sword elephant. Okay? Us got some, as like, they couldn't believe. Yeah. So, now, and he does get married to, like, I'm trying to decide. I'm leaving a comment below, but I'm going to pick from class 1B or class 1A would be Ochako. Yeah. So, yeah. And Zuko has, like, all of these devil fruit things as his powers. Basically, he can be, like, everything. So, yeah. He doesn't have to eat them. He just needs to have control over them. Yeah, so Zuko was basically a one-man show. So, yeah. And he does like do all these missions. So